Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been months since I last posted on my YouTube channel, and I know in that last video I did mention that I was going to do my very best to try and be more consistent with YouTube, but guys, your girl is very busy. Like, if you've been following me on Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I post every single day where I'm going to be working at and what gigs I'm going to be at and what events and all that stuff. So anyways, I know also that some of you guys have been waiting on the reveal. You guys have been hitting me up on Instagram asking me what kind of car I bought, and I was like, just wait for the YouTube, just wait. I'm working on it, and I finally got it done. Obviously, you guys are watching it, so it's out. If you guys don't care to hear about the background story on how I bought my car or all that, and you just want to see what kind of car I bought, just go ahead and forward until you see a car, basically. So anyways, so I bought two different cars, two different dates. The very first one I bought was in August 31st, and the second one that I have now, I bought it in September 16th. Today is October 16th, so it's been a month since I've had the car. So it kind of sucks that it took me this long to reveal the car. Excuse me. Okay, so anyways, to the story on how I bought my car. So in August, I've been having a lot of issues on the Jeep. I still have it. I still drive it around. It's fine now. I use my Jeep for a local job, especially like the bars, because obviously I don't want to add no more miles to it or no miles on it unless I have to, obviously. And I don't want to risk it getting dented or scratched up or a hater like fucking it up, or you know how it goes. I just don't want to risk getting it damaged, basically. So anyway, so now I have two cars. So in August, I was like, okay, I'm having so many issues with the Jeep. I need to buy a new car. Well, I was going back and forth. I was like, should I get a used car or should I get a brand new car? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've been working a lot. I deserve a brand new car. So I ended up going on CarMax and I started like doing my little research. You know, I heard like good things about CarMax. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go through them. So I ended up putting like my budget, the make and model I wanted, the color I wanted, how much I can afford a monthly. So I put all that information in and I found that car that I really wanted. It took me probably 3 days to say, okay, I'm gonna apply for it and try and see if I get pre-approved for it. And at the time that I decided to go on through with it, the car was on hold for someone else. So I'm like, damn it. I was like, it's fine. I was like, another car will be on the list soon. So I waited for a few days and I went back on it. And the car was there. So I was like, okay, cool, awesome. So right away, obviously, I applied, I got pre-approved, and I put it on hold. And the very next day, I ended up getting, making an appointment to go and test drive it and see if I could take it home or if I could buy it. So I ended up going, I filled out some paperwork, I ended up buying it. I was really excited. Well, let me give you guys a little bit of like the info. So I ended up putting $7,000 down for this car because my credit score is not that great and it's not that low. I mean, it's really close to 700 or hitting 700, so it's not that bad. But I ended up putting $7,000 down because I didn't want the monthly payments to be so high. So anyways, I ended up putting $7,000 down, which had my monthly payments at $750 something. So obviously not including the insurance, like my monthly payments for the car itself plus insurance would have been a little high, you know? So anyways, I didn't care at the moment. I was like, yes, very excited. I bought this car that I really wanted. And that weekend, I ended up driving to my dad's house. He lives in Little Rock in Antelope Valley, not Little Rock, Arkansas, how many think. But he ended up going there, and I was really excited to show him my car. My dad was very excited for me until I told him how much the monthly payment was. He was like, oh my God, Sandy, like, you got ripped off. No, that's way too much. And I was like, Dad, I was like, it's okay. I was like, I could afford it. I'm making good money. You know, I'm working a lot. And, you know, I could afford it. Like, I was okay with the payment. And then he was like, no. He's like, I know you could get a better deal for a different car or a newer car. Because this car was like a 2019. I'm not going to say the make and model because I'm trying to keep it as a surprise for the montage. But anyway, so yeah, it was a 2019 car. It had only 15,000 miles. So I thought it was a good deal. But to my dad, he felt that I got ripped off. So I told him, CarMax has the policy that I could return it in 30 days. And I only had the car for probably like a week or so. And my dad's like, yes, return it. I will help you, you know, go to a dealership and get you a better deal and probably a newer car. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I listened to my dad. I returned it. And literally a week later, no, that weekend, sorry, I'm like all over the place. But that weekend when I went to show him the car, I ended up spending the night. And the next day we went to a dealership. And we were going back and forth with the sales guy. Like at first, the guy was trying to sell us a brand new 2021 car for like, I forget how much, but a monthly payment would have been like $900 and something. And my dad was negotiating. He's like, no, I'm not going to take that deal. You know, he's like, I could do a better deal somewhere else. So we ended up leaving. So you guys, if you're going to buy a car, do that. Like, get up and walk away. And they'll definitely come chasing after you. Like, my dad was like, yeah, he's like, you just have to get up and walk away and pretend you're leaving. They'll come and get you a better deal. So sure enough, we walked out 2 times and they gave us a better deal, but not good enough for my dad. They were telling us like $700 and something a month, which was what I was already paying for the 2019 one, but this was for a 2021 one. So anyways, my dad was telling me, let's go check out different dealerships and see if we could get a better deal. So we ended up leaving. And we ended up going to Cerritos dealership, and they didn't have the car. Well, they did have my car, but didn't have the color that I wanted. So we were going to go to the Glendale dealership, and they didn't have my car at all. Well, they did, but they didn't. No, actually, no, they didn't have the make. No, they didn't have the model. They had the make, obviously, because it was their dealership, but they didn't have the model that I wanted or the color that I wanted either. So a week goes by, and my dad, a week goes by, and the salesperson ends up calling me, and he's like, hey, Sandy, we still have your car. Are you still interested? I was like, yes, I'm very interested, but my dad wants me to get a better deal. He's like, yeah, we could work something out. Like, you know, you guys should come by again. And this dealership was in Valencia. So I ended up going again with my dad, and we were there for basically 4 hours going back and forth. And my dad closed the deal. We walked out probably like twice until we got the deal. So they were trying to start it off at $900, then went to $800, and it went all the way down to $650 something a month. So my dad, like, he's a negotiator. So I don't know what he did and what numbers, and I don't know. I don't understand all that stuff, obviously, because I ended up getting ripped off by CarMax. But anyways, I did end up putting $8,000 this time around because it was a newer car. It was going to cost more, and I obviously wanted my payments to be a little bit lower. So yeah, I put $8,000 down, and yeah, I honestly am very thankful that I listened to my dad. I returned the car, and I went with him to the dealership. So I honestly suggest you guys, if you don't know how to buy a car, you're a first-time buyer, or you think you know what you're doing, or you want to be an independent woman just like myself, don't. Like, if you don't know or if you don't have experience, just take someone that knows how to negotiate and knows how to buy cars and knows the ins and outs of tips and tricks of getting a better deal at a car dealership, because my dad knew exactly what he was talking about and how to, like, work the system, basically, you know? So, yeah, so my dad was amazing in all that part. So, yeah, so I have a brand new car. 2021. This car had literally 5 miles before I drove it out of the lot for a test drive, and when I bought it, it was like only like 15 miles. I feel like I put like 10 miles on it. Or I don't know. I need to check, but yeah, before I drove it off, it only had 5 miles on it. I'm like, what the heck? It's like a brand new 2021 car. So anyways, the video montage that I'm about to show you guys is of the 2010, sorry, can't talk. It's of the 2019 car. So the reason I didn't record the 2021 one, because it's exactly the same. The inside and out looks exactly the same. There's just like some brand new tech stuff in the screen that it has inside. Like, it has more advanced things. I don't know how the guy was like telling me, but yeah, anyway, so the inside and out looks basically the same. So I'm like, why am I gonna waste my time and record more and, you know, like record everything that I already have, you know, recorded of the 2019. So just pretend that it's a 2021 one, even though it's a 2019 one. But anyways, no further ado, here is the car reveal. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, much love.